Hi, and welcome to another Arlington Weekly News. I'm Miriam Gennari.
I'm Richard Corris.
My name's Adele Quo.
And today we're going to talk a little bit about pay raises, politics, plastics, and panels.
Panels,
That's
exactly.
Right. That's
wow.
right. That's good. So we've got some great stories all covering that. We're also going to talk a little bit about our news for seniors and then wrap up with a great interview. But right now, Richard?
You can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. That's Arlington Weekly News 1.
Awesome.
That's youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number 1. Also on Facebook.com, Arlington Weekly News. And you can hear us on 96.7 FM WERA. Miriam.
Thank you. It's all Arlington Independent Media. And now for our first news story. By now, most Arlingtonians have heard about the winners of last week's Democratic primary. Parissa Dagani-Tofty won for Commonwealth Attorney, Barbara Favola won for the Senate, and Alfonso Lopez won for the House of Delegates. It was an open primary in which anyone in any party or non-party could participate, but voter turnout was only 17%. The closest race was decided by less than 1,000 votes. Some supporters of the winners called the results a triumph of democracy. But consider this. These contests, a mere 9% of eligible votes, were significant enough for a victory. Regardless of the outcome, the level of non-participation does not reflect well on Arlington's electorate. Richard?
On Tuesday, July 18th at 8:31 p.m., the county board unanimously voted to increase their salary cap to $89,851 for members and $95,734 for the board chair. The amount is even greater than the recent survey's $85,000 default. At no time were the ongoing budgetary reductions to other county-funded endings even mentioned. In addition, the board gave themselves only 3 options for the vote. A, 10% increase. B, 63% increase. And C, 135% increase. Maintaining the existing cap was not even considered. Miriam.
I certainly hope they earned that. The following is from an Arlington online bulletin. The Arlington County Police Department and Sheriff's Office is warning the public about telephone scams that use a threat of arrest to extort money from potential victims. The resident is provided with a phone number and instructed to call an individual the scammer claims to be the lieutenant with the Arlington County Sheriff's Office. The scammer then demands immediate payment for an alleged fine. If you receive a call of this nature, immediately hang up with the caller and verify the claim by calling Arlington County Sheriff's Office at 703-228-4460. Never use a phone number provided to you from a caller to verify credibility. Richard?
Do you love fireworks, but not the huge crowds and heavy traffic in D.C.? Here are 3 locations for joining in Independence Day activities without crossing the Potomac River. There's a full day of celebrations at George Washington's Mount Vernon. Events include wreath laying, daytime fireworks, and more. That's at 3200 Mount Vernon Memorial Highway Alexandria, Virginia. Admission is $20 for adults over 12 years old, $12 for kids age 6 to 12, and younger kids get in free. In Fairfax, there will be a morning parade and an evening show, including on-stage entertainment and a fireworks display. That's at 4100 Chainbridge Road, Fairfax, Virginia. The parade starts at 10 a.m. and the show starts at 5:30 p.m. The event is free. Finally, there are events in Vienna, Virginia at 1319 Ross Drive, Southwest. Festivities start at 7:30 p.m. with fireworks beginning at 9:30 p.m. This is a no pets, no alcohol event. For more information, call 703-255-6360. And now it's time for Adele Quo with It's Easy Being Green.
How are you?
That's a lot of excitement. Wow, thanks for the warm welcome, everyone. Welcome back to another It's Easy Being Green. My name's Adele Quo, and of course our mascot, Joe Tree Frog. We're going to discuss going solar in a co-op group to harness the free power of the sun at a discount. The co-op is open to homeowners and businesses in Arlington, Alexandria, and Fairfax County. Over 160 Arlingtonian homeowners have already installed solar with this co-op. So mark your calendar. There are 2 solar co-op informational sessions that are being planned. The first one is June 27th at 6:30 p.m. at Arlington Central Library. And if you have the time, then consider July 24th at 7:30 p.m. at Our Lady Queen of Peace Church. The sun shines down energy-rich rays on us, giving us a source of renewable energy. In only 1 hour, the Earth receives more energy from the sun than the world uses in an entire year. On average, there are 201 sunny days per year in Arlington and 205 sunny days in the U.S. So in Arlington, we get about 1,500 kilowatts per square yard each year. That is a lot of energy being wasted on your roof right now. If you were to put a 5 kilowatt solar system up there to catch it all, a 5 kilowatt system will save someone in Arlington up to $73.75 on an average month. That's significant given the average Virginia power bill of $138 per month. And 5 kilowatt of solar panels certainly isn't the biggest system that most Virginian roofs can take. Therefore, harnessing the power of the sun by installing solar panels can provide many benefits to homeowners financially and environmentally. Some of these top benefits, let's review, is savings on your power bills that can help eliminate your dependency on your local utility company. Even on cloudy days, the sun still emits energy through clear and cloudy skies. Thus, solar power offers year-round efficiency and savings, and depending on the size of the system, its efficiency, and depending on where your roof is facing the sun, some solar panels actually generate more electricity than your home can consume. Number 2, earn tax credits and rebates. It's possible to recover all of your installation and equipment costs within the first 5 to 10 years, according to National Geographic, and the cost of going solar has continually going down. Number 3, solar panels require almost no maintenance since there are no moving parts to break down. And lastly, number 4, solar energy is truly renewable an energy source. We will not run out of solar energy unless the sun dies and there's no more sunlight. So remember, it's easy being green going solar.
Fantastic. I'm so glad we're talking about that. I just saw the new community energy plan and it's all about solar.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got to generate some energy. Thank you, Adele. Well, relationships are tough. It's just a fact of life. Thankfully, with a bit of effort, you can make it work. The Together program is a 6-week program meant for couples and families who want to make changes for a better relationship. Research surveys will also be offered throughout the session, and participants who partake will be eligible for various perks and rewards. This program starts on Thursday, June 27th from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Sycamore School, 4600 North Fairfax Drive at the Arlington Center Suite 300. The program lasts for 6 sessions with no session on July 4th. Register online at www.togetherprogram.org. Richard?
A reminder, the Arlington Philharmonic Orchestra is putting on their annual Pops for Pets concert. The event is a benefit to raise money for both the Animal Welfare League of Arlington and the Arlington Philharmonic Orchestra. Bring your kids and your animals and have a picnic. At this event featuring first-class symphonic music. This event is free. It will be taking place Friday, June 20th at 8 p.m. at the Lubber Run Amphitheater, 200 North Columbus Street. Miriam.
Pops and pets and skittering stinks. It's summer, which means that it's time for campfires. Bring your whole family down to Gulf Branch for some good old-fashioned campfire fun. Activities include singing songs, playing games, making s'mores, and telling campfire stories. You may even see an animal visitor. There's something for every member of your family at this event. This is happening on Saturday, June 28th from 7 to 8 p.m. at the Gulf Branch Nature Center and Park 816 South Walter Reed Drive. Admission is $5. Register online at 703-228-4747. I think that's call rather than register. Richard?
Baby Lap Time is a story time event for families with babies up to a year old. Babies will be introduced to the wonders of language and literature through songs, nursery rhymes, and other activities. This is taking place on Tuesday, July 2nd from 3 to 4 p.m. at the Long Branch Nature Center at Glen Carlin Park, 625 South Carlin Springs Road. Admission is only $5. Register online or by calling 703-228-4747. And thanks to Jordan Kucharski for this week's CBB stories. And now our Roland, Denise Pringle, A Fox on the Fairway.
A Fox on the Fairway, now playing at the Little Theater of Alexandria, is set in the clubroom of the Quail Valley Country Club. Written by Ken Ludwig, it is his tribute to classical English farces. Fittingly, there are a lot of quickly paced entrances and exits, and sexual and alcoholic zingers in unbelievable circumstances. Given its golfing theme, it comes replete with lots of golf jokes, even more ball jokes, ugly golf sweaters, and plaid polyester pants. Each year, the members of Quail Valley face the members of their rival club, Crouching Squirrel Country Club, in a golf tournament. Thinking that he has a lock on this year's outcome, Quail Valley's Bingham places an outrageous bet with Dickie from Crouching Squirrel. It includes his wife's antique shop as part of the wager. Everything looks rosy until Dickie tells him that his star golfer has changed sides. Now the pressure is on to find a replacement golfer, and it comes in the form of his newly hired assistant, Justin. The assistant has just become engaged to the club waitress, Louise, and the drama of this plot hangs on her flushing her heirloom engagement ring down the toilet. That news interrupts Justin's mood and the 9-stroke lead he holds as he waits out a weather delay. These characters are joined by the rowdy Pamela and Bingham's wife Muriel, and their intertwined histories with Bingham and Dickie. Scott J. Strasbaugh directs the cast of 6 and achieves his intention to make the audience laugh. At times, the action seems a bit forced. LTA invites reviewers to its opening night performance before the actors have had a chance to settle into their roles. I'm sure their timing and delivery will become only more relaxed and improved as the run progresses. Meanwhile, the sexual tension between Ken Kemp's Bingham and Patricia Nicklin's Pamela, and the hysterics of Louise and Justin as portrayed by Rayanna Nicole Larson and Cameron McBride, will keep the audience in laughter. A Fox on the Fairway continues at the Little Theater of Alexandria through June 29th. You'll find something that entertains you, whether you're celebrating your own great short game or commiserating with those who think golf and misery are actually closely related. I'm Denise Pringle. Now back to the news desk.
Okie doke. Thank you, Denise. Elder law attorney the lights. Elder law attorney Ed Zetlin will be meeting with seniors to discuss what to consider when preparing a basic will. He'll also be available following the presentation to answer questions that are coming up. Wednesday, June 26th at 11 a.m. at the Langston Brown Community Center and Senior Center, located at 2121 North Culpeper Street. To register, call 703-228-6300. Richard?
If you've just gotten a new Apple device or want to operate the ones you have better, you might want a little help. Lowell Nelson is an experienced Apple user who can answer your questions on a one-to-one basis. He can help with Mac computers, iPads, and iPhones. He's available on Wednesdays between 9:30 and 11:45 a.m. at the Walter Reed Community and Senior Center, located at 2909 16th Street South. To make an appointment, call 703-228-0955. Miriam.
Thanks, Richard. A representative from Arlington County's Department of Human Services will be available for individual appointments. She will be able to answer questions about services offered by the county. She can also help with information regarding affordable housing and citizenship. Meetings will take place on Thursday, June 27th between 9:30 and 11 a.m. at the Walter Reed Community and Senior Center, located at 2909 16th Street South. To make an appointment, call 703-228-0955. Richard?
Registration is now open for the 2019 Northern Virginia Senior Olympics. The games will take place on September 14th through September 29th. There are over 60 events ranging from track and field to Scrabble and canasta. Last year, 150 participants were from Arlington, with many winning gold, silver, and bronze medals. Complete details and registration are on their website at www.nvso.us. The sponsors include Arlington County Department of Parks and Recreation and the Office of Senior Adult Programs. Participants must be 50 years old by the end of the year and live in a sponsoring jurisdiction. For a paper registration form, call 703-228-4721. And thanks to Judy Masabni for contributing our senior stories. Now we've got a second roll-in for A Strawless Sea.
Yes, a great sustainable scoop that's all about youth and activism. Let's check it out. Sustainable scoop. I am so excited to have Kayla Peel and Ellie Cowan from Yorktown High School with us here today. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
I appreciate the fact that you spent some of your last few days of school coming here to join us. You are the talk of Arlington. I read about your organization that you started for Estrella C on Arlington magazine, and I was just so impressed, and now I can't stop running into you. So Kayla, can you tell me a little bit about the program and the organization that you ladies started?
Yeah, of course. So last summer I went to the Mediterranean on a community service trip with Broadreach, and I've always been interested in the environment, but I never really had a trigger that really set me off on my whole journey, I guess. So I saw firsthand the effects of plastic on marine life, and I guess that was really touching for me. So as soon as I came back, I realized there needed to be some sort of change. So I started doing research, read a lot of articles, and it was kind of the time where all this whole stuff about the plastic straw was coming out. So I saw in Seattle there was a ban going on, so I was like, okay, I can at least try to make some sort of change, even if it's just at my local school. So I started asking a few of my friends, asking if anyone knew anything about this, and that's how Ellie came into this, and then we started our organization called Estrella C.
And what's really interesting, Ellie, is that you have a really large organization for a very new group, but I think Kayla said something about starting with friends. So tell me about how you galvanized so much support.
Well, Kayla and I are already a member of a lot of clubs at Yorktown, where we participate in sports, we participate in like the environmental club, so we were able to harness a lot of people who had similar interests. And since a lot of them are our very close friends, we were able to like easily communicate with them, and we would be like, oh, can you do this for us? Can you do that for us? It was just very easy to communicate with them and get things done. So, yeah.
And so recently you participated in an event with the Global Collab and the Earth Optimism Summit. Can you tell me about what you guys were working on at the Smithsonian Zoo a couple weekends ago?
Yeah, of course. So we found our connection with Linda through the Global Collab, and now we're part of the Plastics Hub. So it's really been amazing to like interact with all these teens around the DMV area who all share a similar interest of trying to minimize plastic pollution as us. And so for the past few weeks, we've been working with them on planning this event at the National Zoo in DC, and we organized a table, and we had lemonade, and we were trying to really spread the word about how bad plastic is for the environment, and we made it fun with games and stuff. So I think a lot of people learned a lot that day.
And not only did they learn a lot, but even in the lemonade you were serving, you took some thought in how you were providing that. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so we used compostable cups, and we made sure to mention that. We also had our little own logo on it that said for Estrella C, and then the lemonade we used was organic. We used like fresh lemons. And an interesting thing about our stand was that we had a game where if you filled out like a 10-question survey about plastic pollution, if you completed it, you would earn a prize, and that would entail like maybe a compostable straw or like a reusable water bottle. And that was
so you didn't give away any plastic whistles or anything like that? No? So obviously the word that's ringing in my ears is optimism, thinking positively. And yet, you've worked at this, you've had a lot of kids come together. Do you feel like you've managed to accomplish a goal this year?
Well, so as I said before, our focus is the plastic straw. So we've been working with Eco Action Arlington, which is a local advocacy group in Arlington about environmental issues. So we've worked with them to create a Straw-Free Arlington campaign where we're going to restaurants and we're asking them to reconsider their single-use plastic policies. And we found it a little bit challenging at first to make an initial group of pilot restaurants, but since it was just launched, I think we've had some success getting contacts with restaurants and at least spreading the word. So I think within the next few months we should definitely have our first few restaurants on this campaign, and hopefully that will spread to the vaster part of Arlington.
Well, I think you nailed it. It's really about raising awareness first and helping people take that second thought or even third thought about how they buy things, how they dispose of things, who they're buying from. So you kind of have a plan on how to create some action next year. Ellie, can you tell me a little bit about some of the initiatives that you want to work on?
Yeah, so particularly in Yorktown, we realized that during lunch they serve plastic utensils, and they also put it in a plastic wrap, and that's something that definitely triggered Kayla and I, and we want to make change on that. So we're looking into contacting the school board and seeing how we can start to minimize single-use plastic in our cafeterias and spread that not just at Yorktown, but across all of Arlington public schools.
It does seem like a little tiny piece of plastic, but you know, imagine 20,000 students. It really does add up. And so we also talked a little bit about procurement. So what that means is getting people to think about what they're selling, giving, and what people are taking. So have you seen any positive results in that area as of yet?
Well, I think spreading the word has really just brought a lot of awareness in the community of Yorktown and hopefully to the other high schools as well. But I think people have noticed, like, oh, I don't really need this plastic straw. Is it a necessity? Or, no, I don't need this plastic cup. I can bring my own reusable water bottle. So I think little changes like that, although maybe some people think, just why are you focusing on straws? There's so many bigger issues. I think it really is symbolic, and it's just standing for the bigger meaning behind plastic pollution. And I think this little change could really spark something.
And the goal of strawless seas, right? Wouldn't that be wonderful? Okay, so a busy year ahead. You're trying to recruit other students to join you throughout Arlington and the region. So how do people get in touch with you so that they can support your efforts or join you?
Yeah, so we actually have a club email. It's astrawlessc@gmail.com.
And we also have an Instagram _a_strawless_c.
Perfect. And then you can also find more about the larger organization if you go to earthoptimism.si.edu or to theglobalcolab.org. Well, ladies, congratulations on your heroic work. I'm 100% behind you. I say, like, go girl. And the rest of Yorktown also. And I want to thank all of you for watching this edition of The Sustainable Scoop. I'm Miriam Gennari. Back to the news desk. I'm feeling more optimistic already. How about you?
Oh, man.
By the moment.
Yeah, aren't they something?
Really great group.
Yeah.
Wholesome, fresh-faced.
Absolutely, and determined, and I think that's really great. We've got a lot of things that we need to do in this county, and sustainability is a big part of it. And if we do not look at how we manage our waste, we're going to get buried.
It's good to see so many young people take it seriously.
Absolutely. I hope everybody pays attention. Well, I appreciate everybody paying attention to us tonight, and everybody who shared their stories with us. That was wonderful. Thanks so much for being with us.
And our writer for Senior News, Miss
Masabni. Oh, gosh,
yes,
you gotta love
yes.
Judy.
Gotta thank Judy.
Yes, we had some great stories today. So I guess we'll be back here next week, and hopefully you guys will all join us out there. I'm Miriam Gennari.
I'm Richard Corris.
And my name's Adele Quo.
And that is the Arlington Weekly News. Thank you.